I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry, guys. Hello, Peggy. Let me go up. Hold on. Crazy Nurse, hello, love. Hey, Nancy. Pia, hello, my love. Steve Yoakum, I love you. Peggy, hello. Love you too. I love all y'all, really. Just love you all. Hey, Watcher. Free side. I saw you over at Mama T's over there. Free side. I missed you guys. I realized I hadn't been on in a very long time. So I said, let me go. Hey, Tally, my sweet. I was going to do it last night, but if y'all saw the video, Miss Christy, hello. My, we got a little windstorm. Hey, Fairy Dust Diaries. How are you, sweet pea? MK Ultra is torturing you. I heard it's rough. I've heard it. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Anyway, so I just started reading. I know I need to have a book club meeting. I started plowing through this book in the last couple days to get it done. It's a very good book. In Cold Blood, Truman Capote, about a true life, real life murder of a family. And it goes through. This book is so brilliant. Let me just talk about the book for. I know some of y'all are reading it, some of you are not reading it, but so we're all like true crime. I mean, that's one of the things that we like in this community. And so this book takes you through the people that were murdered, okay, their lives up until the point they were murdered, and then through the eyes of the killers after the murders and what they did and where they went and how they didn't get caught until X, Y, and Z happened. So I'm up to where they are now on trial. It's like the first or second day of the trial. So, and I can't put it down. I can't put it down. I have to finish this by tomorrow. And I will. Yeah, I've seen Pia, I've seen the movie, but it was so long ago that I'm not going to watch it again until I'm finished. Because this thing has got some twists and turns in it that I did not see coming. I knew in the book, I knew in the movie he preferred one of the killers, and I say preferred, it's probably not the right word. Hey, Rachel, prefer is not the right word.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were right.
Okay.
I was going to ask you the sandwich rating.
It's good.
They put the biggest mushrooms they could find.
They did. Okay. It was my son.
You need a sign.
Lavina.
You need a sign.
You read the book years ago and saw both the movie based on the book. I also saw the movie. Truman. Yeah. I knew that he had more empathy for one of the men. It was two men, Dick and Perry. And he has a lot more empathy towards Perry. But I thought it was because Perry was the lesser of the two evils. He wasn't. I'm kind of shocked. So when I looked at some of the because it's easier to do the discussion questions. I think we found that out during Spare. And yeah, Perry. It is Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. It's about the murder of the Clutter family. Mom, dad, teenage girl, teenage boy. It's really good. It's really, I'm not gonna give it much weight. Well, because I've never read a Truman Capote book. Now, he did also do Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is a pretty dark story. If the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, there's an end there where Miss Golightly's husband, much older husband, comes to New York to bring her back. Very dark. Anyway, so I'm starting to plow through it now because it's just getting good. It's been good, but his style of writing, I'm telling you, I've learned so many new words. I've learned so many new words. Got my little book of words. So anyway, that's one thing that I've been doing that y'all probably could give a shit less about. That's true, Lavina. He did prevent that. But the extent of his I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. Anyway, so there's that. Then last week I took my Mondaro. I can't even say it. Yes, they did. They did. Crazy Nurse. Yep. This was in Kansas in 60 is when they went to trial. Like Alan Lamb. I don't think he wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, but he's very good. I gotta say, I just thought he was a really, back, when I've always been a reader, but in the last maybe 10 years, maybe more than that, I've become just like this ferocious. I read and read and read and read and read. And forgot where I was going with that. Never mind that. Tennessee lady, how are you, my love? Yeah, anyway, so I'm really impressed with this book. I'm gonna I'm gonna read some more of his not for book club, just for me. Hey, mother of two boys, how are you? That's where Molly got the Molly, that's where she got the name. Yeah. Yeah, I think Harper Lee wrote it too. I really do. But I've never have really done the classics, and I think I might do some of the classics. I don't know. I don't know. I have ADD, so it's got to be a book. It's got to keep my You got bronchitis, darling. Be careful. Hey, Katya, how are you? Be very careful with that. Please be very careful with that. Hey, Rowena. Suckpucker. Hey, Laura Lee. Hey, yeah, I survived the last weekend. You know what? We had such a good time. We not just for the meet and greet. I mean, like us, hey Sarah, you forget how much you miss people, and you think because you see them online or you see it like we talk, hey JR, it's the same, and it's really not. We laughed from Thursday night to when we all got there until Sunday. We laughed the entire time, honestly. I miss them. I miss everybody that came to see us. I miss Steve-O. I miss Pearl. I miss Curious. I miss everybody. Hey, just me. Hello. And it was just fun. What else that Truman actually? Some people, we did not do the goat yoga. And let me tell you a little something that. Hey, Vicky. So we were 25 miles away from Asheville. And that doesn't sound like a lot of miles. However, when 16 of them are on a mountain, you can only go so fast on a mountain. Joe brought his Yukon, right? So all of us could fit in it. So, once my car was parked, our cars were parked, we didn't move it again. Joe was our chauffeur, God love him. And once we all got on the mountain, ain't it fun? Oh, once we got on that mountain, you didn't want to leave. But we did. We went down to get groceries the first night. Then the second day we went and walked around Asheville, which is the cutest little quirky little town. It's a really cool little town. And then let's see, then Saturday night, obviously, we had the meet and greet. And so, hey, never lose hope, Rachel. How the goat would have been fun, but Lord no. Lord no. But we laughed the whole time. And then I know y'all probably saw Friday night. We got a little crazy Friday night. The margaritas were flowing. And it is what it is. It is what it is. And so anyway, I came home. I didn't start my shot because y'all remember, hey, Arkansas girl. I started my Monjero, whatever the fuck it's called. I told them I'd gotten it. Oh, let's see, the week last week. I got and I didn't ingest it because the side effects can be nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Which one? This one was written, I think, in 65, but if you talk about To Kill a Mockingbird, I can't remember when that was done. Mojitos, we eat, listen. But anyway, hey Aaron, I told everybody, I said, I don't want to have a side effect in the back of a Yukon, trying to get up a mountain. So I did not take the first shot. I took the first shot when I got home Sunday. I haven't really had any side effects from it, not in the book. But see, I'm the kind of person who I don't get the main side effects, right? When they'll give you in that booklet, in the literature that they give you, that's, it takes a scientist to read, that out of 100 people, here were the symptoms that were most reported. I will get that one symptom. Hey, twin, I will get that one symptom that's tucked under there, like, ear fungus. Or I don't know what it's. I don't think ear fungus is a thing, but if it were a thing, that's the side effect that I would get. I would not get the ones everybody else gets. No, 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 no. I get the one that one person had out of 1,000,000, and I will be the second person that gets it. Are you the same way, Vicky? It never fails. It never fails. Never, ever, ever. With my ADD, I can read a book. See, Mother of Two Boys, that's the thing. You got a point. See, I can do that too. If I don't stick with it. If I don't stick. Yeah, 1965. I thought it was Peggy. So it's got to be something I'm really interested in. Like Hollywood. Yes, I'm telling you, crazy nurse. I am the one that will report a new symptom, a new side effect, toe cramps. I mean, it could be anything. It's just ridiculous. So I didn't have any of the symptoms yet. Now, with week 2, I just took my injection the other day. I haven't been sick in years. It was 2 weeks tomorrow. I tested positive for COVID. Let me tell you, that ain't no joke. I've had that twice. I had it in the beginning of it, right? In the beginning in 2020, the first batch. And then I got I don't know what strain I got a couple of months ago. It was around Christmas. I'm not going to get into vaccines, but look, I should have died. I have every single, every single warning about COVID. I'm fat, I'm old, I smoke, I have high blood pressure, I have type 2 diabetes. COVID should have took me to hell out, and it didn't. I don't know why. I just, think probably I ain't done yet. It took out people a whole lot healthier than me. But yeah, I've never been as sick in my life. And I've had pneumonia about, I don't know how many times, too damn many times for sure. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, I'm the one that they should, Anyway, so another prescription that I got was Chantrix. Chantrix, which I did not start taking. I got it the same time I got the Monjaro. I got it the same time. Because here's this. I didn't start taking it last week because I had the, meet and greet and the being with my friends. I didn't take it last week because, when I got home, because I didn't want to. All right, so I didn't want to. I had to worry about what the Monjaro side effects were going to be before I to quit smoking. So I had to, I didn't want to have a flood of side effects from two different drugs and not know which one was what. So what did Alan say? It's so random. Co-workers vent too much. Right. See, Alan, I'm so, for so, COVID made no rhyme, no reason. It still doesn't. Well, JR, I don't know yet. This is my second week. I think it has bumped my appetite, but here's the thing, and you wouldn't think it if you look. Peggy, you don't have to do that, dog. Peggy, Peggy, honey, you don't have to do that. I love you. I'd be nice to you no matter what. I love you. Hey, Maisie. Hey, Diamond Cutter. Oh, that's going to make me cry. All right, hold on. Hold on. Thank you, Peggy. I thank you. See, that's what I'm saying, Miss Christie. I didn't want to get all these things mixed up. All these. Peggy, I can't believe you did that. Hold on. I can't believe you did that. Please don't ever do that again for being nice to you. I love you to death. I love you to death. I love for no reason at all. Hey, BJ. So hey, Stephanie. I had used it to quit 2 weeks ago. I had headaches and stopped, but it was okay. Well, Fitty, I know you a long time. Diamond Cutter, stop it. Thank you. I love you, but stop it. Y'all stop it. Stop it. Thank you, Diamond Cutter. I appreciate that. I love all y'all. You had a patient. Was it well? So I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to pile on too many side effects and not know what was causing what. So, and also I have to pick a end date to hey out, Sean. I have to pick an end date to stop smoking. So I got my insurance paid for that 100%. Thank you, Jesus. My insurance after I do have memberships, but I don't know where they are. There should be a little thing. I have to pick the end date to smoke, to quit smoking. Brandon, hello. Yeah, so that's the the Monjaro, I did a as y'all know, it was going to cost $1,000 a month, and my insurance said no, and I did an appeal, and now I get it for $25 a month. So if your insurance company turns you down the first time, you can appeal it. I'm not saying it'll work, but you can appeal it. I didn't know I could appeal it. I didn't know that. I'm 54 years old. I've had, thank goodness, health insurance. Mine, since I started working, I've had it. I didn't know you could appeal it. Thank you, Stephanie. I didn't know it. I didn't know it. And so it went from over $1,000 a month to $25 a month. Thank you, Pia. Listen, I wasn't going to do anything. I was just going to take the defeat, take the L, you know. And I said, no. Hey, Forgotten Whispers. You got these. Yeah. Anyway, so I did. I just called him to talk to him and ask why. Trulicine had a great result with that. Somebody else said they were on that as well. Shannon, the chin trick will work. Just let me know when you get nightmares. Ooh, okay. I will. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Commander Ender Turkey. Hello. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And that's why I'm trying to pick a good date for the end date, because I really want to do it. Now, what have me and my husband and my family done in the last month? Well, hey, Texas Tiffany. I have zero willpower too. That's why I got to go into this with like just resolve. Every state also has an insurance commission. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know you could appeal it. You could appeal it if they say no. So anyway, I really want to stop the smoking. We joined the YMCA, and I haven't gone yet, but I'm a member. I just have to go and find a little I just need one trainer just to show me what to do. Hey, Shelby Lynn. Oh, well, that's great to know, Shelby Lynn. That's great to know. I have hope. I have hope. Oh, Tommy Gutter. So anyway, so I'm starting, maybe I'm getting a little slow on the New Year's resolution, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You started vaping. Now, the guy beside me, his family owns a vape shop, and he vapes, and he has told me a million times, come in, we will hook you up. We will hook you up. And I've never done it. So I don't know if I think it was right for me. Yes, well, see, Tally, my psychiatrist, is actually the one that wrote the Chantix. So, because I know before, when it first came out, some of its side effects, and probably still to this day, some of the side effects are depression and stuff. Let me move this. It looks like I'm looking down on you. So my psychiatrist actually one that wrote the Chantix out. So that made me feel better, when he did it. Because he said that it was, not that bad. So I was like, okay. Yeah. So I'll be a skinny, non-smoking little gym rat. Never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. I mean that I'm not gonna be a skinny little gym rat, but trying to make some improvements. Mind, body, and soul, Wean down the amount. Yeah, it's got the I didn't open it. Will that make me lose? Well, Lord help me, geez, I might need to eat a candy bar next week sometime. Wear a swim cap. What did Peggy say? Wear a swim cap. It protects your hair. I know, right? Oh my God. It's a black box drug, but your psychiatrist knows it. Yeah, he's the one that prescribed it. So I thought, okay. But everybody I know vapes. Everybody I know vapes. Curious, I just said I missed you so much. Me and Curious sat beside each other all night last Saturday night. She is such a great person. She is so smart. She's amazing. You quit the same day you started vaping. So I know you can get like the nicotine in it and taper down that way. I'm just gonna have the mindset, Katya. That's what I gotta worry about, the mindset. I quit smoking. I think I'm keeping up with Chad increasingly well. I think I'm doing it. My lungs love me for switching to cannabis oil. I had a great time too. We went to this thing. Our little thing was at this arcade/bar, right? But you paid $10 to come into the door. And all the games, all the pinball games, and there were many, air hockey, skee ball, regular games, you played them for free all night. And the beers weren't that expensive. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, it was a fun time had by all. I got 106. Oh well, come on here. Come on in here. So then I looked around at what's been happening in the community. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. What's happening in this community? I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't give three shits what is going on over there in wherever. I'm beginning to think. Listen, I love gossip. So over here, I don't know, some of y'all are from the, Real House Husbands of Kentucky, where we've had Ernie Shell pop back up. He's out of the hospital. Ernie, stop it. We've had Mama T get caught lying. We got Nicolina busting her out. I didn't give that woman no money, so I don't even care. If she lied to get money, I don't care. Hey, Squirrel Gang! But I have watched this craziness, and Sue, talk to me. Good morning to you. Good morning. All I have done since I got back home was watch. I love me some guys. No, I love. Now, see, Pia, you didn't know who she was. I've been dealing with her for 5 years or more. 5 years or more. Been dealing with that one. Because I made a parody. Whatever. I make good parodies. That's why people love me. I'm gonna make some more. Hurry back, baby. Yeah, we could talk about it. I ain't going to. She crazy. It has been crazy in the YouTube streets. And watch your step, because you might say, hey, boss, what you doing, girl? I love you. Hey, Suzette. You've been waiting for Lori. Oh, thank you for saying that. Okay, so the Lori Vallow Daybell trial starts tomorrow. Remember, she killed her 2 children, or we'll find out. She either killed him or the hey, banjo lady. So that trial starts tomorrow. Now it's Earth. Tomorrow, probably the next day, is going to be jury selection. So I'm not going to really do anything tomorrow. I'm not going to do anything until they pick a jury and they start doing opening statements, opening arguments. And then we'll start doing it. I got my trusty handy dandy notebook upstairs ready ready. And so I shall be landing. Me either. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be a hard one though, guys, because the one we just did, which was the Murdaugh, it was a mom and a son. They weren't children. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was that they weren't children. This is children. So I think this is going to be hard, but I think this one, that one is starting too. That has started, Alan. That one has started. I decided just to go with the Lori Vallow because I remember I was absolutely, what's the word? Confused. I was confused. Two of a kind. Hey. It's gonna make me sad. Oh, it's gonna make sad. Yeah, 2 children. 2 children. I mean, a teenager, and then I can't remember how old her son was. Anyway, so I'm not going to do anything until I open a statement. So tomorrow, if they actually dumbfounded as an absolutely, she thought she was like a warrior, goddess. But how you feeling now, Lori? You look like shit. I don't think you audio only in the court. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We'll work with that. So that's the one we'll be covering. And it'll be at the end of the day of each thing. And it's going to be hard. Let me get y'all ready. It's going to be 2 of a kind. She's nutso. She is nutso. She's nutso. If you watch, and I'm not even gonna. What's up with women now? I wish I did know that. I don't know, and I'm a woman, and I don't know. I don't know what's up with women. I don't know. Hello, Lucio. Lucio, how are you? I love Fifi. You don't even watch, but well, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. This is just what's going to be coming up on my channel. So we'll cover that. Oh, Stephen, um, Tammy, how are you, sweet love? Stephen Smith, that's another one. I mean, that's now a bona fide homicide, not vehicular. I think it was before listed as vehicular homicide. Now it's just a homicide because that boy won't hit by no car. So, we're going to get the last remaining murder. I don't know. I think it's funny not funny. Well, see, all right, Tally, I'm going to tell you. I think that what an odd name. So Stephen Smith is found dead in the middle of a road. And the very next day, the name in everybody's mouth is Buster Murdaugh. That's weird. Why would they even affiliate those two together? I assume they were from two different parts of the school. I mean, Buster was probably, I would imagine, I'd imagine he was popular. I don't know. I don't think he and Stephen Smith went around in the same circle. So why would his name all of a sudden, literally the moment everyone finds out, come up in it? That's a little odd to me. So I saw something about Uncle Randy. Let me tell you, those, I'm beginning to think the damn uncles are just as bad as the one sitting in jail. Did they suspect? I think it was floated around that it could have been a sexual relationship. I don't know. Why did Randy Murdoch call the next day to offer his services free of charge? That's what I'm saying. Something ain't right in there. Hey, Sparkling Dragon, how are you? But his family can't have that. Well, at this point, that family, you got murderers. You got, yeah, blunt force trauma, not from a vehicle. He didn't get run over. The guy, I think one of the first responders, said that he was absolutely certain when he got on the scene, this was not, hey, Imogene, this was not, he was not run over by a car. He was, and plus, you wouldn't be in the middle of the street. I don't know. Maybe you would. I don't know. Yeah, Pia, it's more batshit crazy people for us to cover. As long as there's crazy people, I'll have a channel. So that's some of the things that we're going to do. I'm going to finish this book, and I hope everyone else, and we'll just do one rounding out of the book, and the people that were reading it are listening to it. And on to the next one. I'll figure out what's next. And welcome back, Miss Christie. And we'll go on to the next book, and then we will so I thought what would be fun is we had such a good time discussing the royal family and all of that we would go over, because y'all know I do not like Miss Wallace Simpson, okay, the Duchess of Windsor. May she rest in peace. Thought we would go over that. We would go look at like their relationship. I'll be in and out, but listen, okay, Earth, I love you. Do you like Southern fiction? I'm a nonfiction girl. Hey, Cheesy Weezy. I'm a nonfiction girl. I don't know, but I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone. Oh, Pia gonna go crazy because I'm gonna discuss the Duchess. The Duchess. of Windsor. Thank you. They're my own. Do you know what? The day I left, let me put them up. Hold on. All right. I broke this deal making up my bed the day I left that damn cabin. Look, I got, oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, I got them all. Thank you, though. Tragedy Pimps Exposed. Hello. The A-Rain girl. It sounds like the Flash. It sounds like the tragedy pimps are falling left, right, and center. Could I be wrong? Could I be right? Am I not paying attention? What's happening? I don't know where Mallory went. I don't know. Zyrus Tim, you want to try my products, sweetie? I don't know what your products are. Lazaro, Edward was the problem, in my opinion. He's an idiot. He was an idiot. Liza, welcome to my channel. He was the problem. He was a complete moron. Vivacious Val, how you doing, baby? But here's the thing. This is why Pia, don't get mad. This is why Harry and Meghan are going to have to stay married. Because when he told Wallace, if you leave me, I'll die. I'll kill myself. You know, when he was king, but he didn't have the coronation. And she was like, I'm leaving. We have letters. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Not doing it. He says, I'll find you and I'll kill you. There's my sassy Sarah. I love you, girl. I miss you. I miss you. Hey, London girl. So she came back. He found her. Then he had to put her somewhere to be safe, right? Because literally the whole world hated her guts. So she had to marry him. Hey, Uni, love you. She had to marry him, and they had to stay married, because if not, they would have been the laughing stock. What would have happened if they had divorced? What would have happened? They'd have looked like idiots. Hey, Autumn Renee. So they stayed married. She couldn't stand him. He was devoted to her up until the time he died. He was devoted to her. She didn't give a shit less about him. I got books. We will share them. The Duchess of Stank is right. She was horrible. But yes, to her last husband. Yes, she did. And I have a book here somewhere of their letters between her and Edward. David was his actual name. He took the name, when he was going to be king, he took the name Edward. And he was never he never had a coronation, so he kept the name Edward. I don't know. Anyway, I have a book of letters between them. Oh, Rain. You don't know how cold she was. I will tell you stories. The mattress actress. You better stop that. So Harry and Meghan are kind of the same way. At this point, if they can't split up, the whole world would be proven right. And where do you go, Harry, after that? Do you go back home? Resume your duties as a royal? What about your children? They can't split up at this point, even if they right now want to kill each other. They can't do it. So, with these affairs comes, hey, wannabe jerk, how are you? I'm talking about Wallace Simpson, Wallace and Edward, the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. Even though she was never an HRH, wouldn't do it. They wouldn't give it to her up until, let me tell you what, the Queen Mother, I have a book that's called That Woman. And that is the only way Queen Elizabeth's mother referred to Wallace Simpson. She never called her name. She said that woman. And that's the name of the book, That Woman. And then I've got Oh, what the hell is his name? Shit. Another one. Hey, Aunt Kathy. So, yeah, the Queen Mom hated her. And Edward. David. I'll call him David. Um, so, and because I know I wanted to do this back when it was the first couple seasons of Majestic Magnolias Mondstadt. Still trying to catch up. 5 minutes, hold on, 5 minutes out. Oh, welcome, baby. When I was watching the first watching The Crown, I was like, no, Crown. Excuse me, The Crown. That's not right. The stuff that they were putting in that show, and then the second season when Edward died, and it shows Wallace there with him. No, she wasn't. She couldn't be bothered. She was in her own bed. He died in the arms of a nurse who, ironically, was from Baltimore, the same place that that woman was from. So I have information, people. I have information that you might want. I'm trying to do something else. I love drama. I love rumors. I love dragging people. I love it. I love it. I love. Oh, you damn right, Tally girl. I am. You damn right. I got a hat and everything, and I got to get a crown. Oh, honey. Darling, yes. I wonder if I could talk my husband into riding me around the yard on the lawnmower. It would almost be like a carriage. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. It's see, Autumn Renee. I think it's very interesting too. I love this stuff. I mean, I've done my royal, like Henry VIII and his wives. I was fascinated by that. Do I like Camilla? I don't know. Curious if they're going to be there or not. I don't know. I heard they were invited, but my sources might be wrong. My sources in the palace might be wrong. I got no fucking sources. Do I like Camilla? Let me blow my nose. Really, Rowena? I can't even imagine. I think that it was a damn shame that Charles couldn't marry her when he wanted to. I also understand that Camilla was with someone else. So it wasn't like she was hopelessly devoted to Charles and then ran off with someone else. I'm sorry things couldn't align. I know, Alan. I'm sorry things couldn't align for them when it should have. And you have a young girl pulled into a marriage where she was lied to by the person who she married. He destroyed a lot of lives. Talking about Charles. Camilla didn't help. But that's all I'll say. Yeah, I mean, I just think that they hurt a lot of people. His children being, two of the biggest ones. I'll tell you a secret. Let me tell you a little secret, Lena. So my father, before he married my mother, had a girlfriend all through high school. Right? He was someone older than her, maybe 3 or 4 years older than her. I'm not real sure. And they were together all through high school, right? And when my dad is real resentful. He's real. She wouldn't loan him money to play poker. So he said, I'll show you. I'll join the Air Force. So he joined the Air Force. And then he got stationed up here near where I live now and have always lived. And met my mother. And they married within 3 months. So we went into the Air Force out of spite. Married my mother out of spite. Had to have a child. Had to have a child. They were in Germany. Had me. When the ex-girlfriend found out, she got married and then she had a kid too. So she trumped him, right? He had me. She had a son. So then he got mad at my mom because my mom would not let him buy golf clubs. He came to her and he said, I want to buy these golf clubs. This is in Germany. And she said, I don't have money for underwear. Literally, we have no money. And you want to, he said, I'll show you. Hey, sour girl, he volunteered for Vietnam from Germany because my mom wouldn't let him buy golf clubs. Didn't say she couldn't, just said, here's what we need. All right. So they divorced later on. He moved back wherever the hell he came from. I didn't see him. I got a phone call twice a year, whether I needed to hear it or not. But he came to see me back. My oldest daughter was 18 years old, 19 years old, and he had never laid eyes on my children. So I had Kellister, Devin, Vaughn was about 4, and Catherine maybe was a year, maybe not. I don't know. It's the first time he'd ever seen any of my children. And so we went up on the mountain to go see where he used to be stationed. And he said, I don't want you to think that I think you were a mistake. And I'm like, excuse me? He said, I don't want you to think. He said, I didn't marry your mother out of spite. And I don't want you to think that I think you were a mistake just because I got back with what's her name? Hey, Gigi. And I'm like, you're full of shit. I was the ultimate gotcha. Getting married wasn't enough. You had to throw a kid in. And then at the end, so where was I going with this? I have no idea where. So I know what it's like to be the product of a relationship as just a gotcha. I know what it's like. I know how he feels. Maybe that's why in this book I kind of maybe that's why I sympathize with Harry. Not so much William, but Harry. Right? Because Charles didn't want a boy. He wanted a girl. He wanted Harry to be a girl. And Princess Diana didn't want to tell him for a long time that it was a boy. Didn't tell him, I don't think. So to know, right? I mean, yeah, Christy, look, I'm here now. It's all good and all great. But knowing that you weren't in the plan, you weren't in the plan. You weren't in the plan. You were never in the plan. You were never supposed to be in the plan, and you got it, Todd. And you, my child life, I wasn't the boy she wanted. Well, I mean, that goes on. Yeah, listen, Camilla's children all in, grandchildren all in. I hope that he invites Harry and Meghan. I hope they go. I hope they go. Hey, Kelly. Hey, how are you? I hope they do. I hope they go. I really do. I hope they all get back together. Thank you for God. I appreciate that. I mean, that's a little insight into, when you're somebody's, I don't know. Anyway, Anyway, that's why, I don't have anything to do with that part of my family. And then I found out that I have a brother older than me. I don't know. Some of y'all might not know that. I did ancestry.com and found out that I had a older brother who was given up for adoption. My son, my father's child. And we have yet to meet. I'm very hesitant, and I think he's hesitant of me. That probably needs to happen. He lives in Florida. I need to go do that. That needs to happen. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I look at my children, I get exactly why I'm here. I know why I'm here when I look at my children. That's why I'm here. Um, and if that's the only reason I'm here, that's good enough for me. If I don't ever do nothing else in life but those, 4 people, I'm good. I'm real good. I got 3 grandsons that are hilarious to be. They're crazy. There's something wrong with them. I'm kidding. They're just boys. But anyway, so that was you were adopted. Oh yeah, no, I got a brother. Yeah, I got a brother. And I knew we did. We knew he was out there. My dad didn't think he was, but he was. Do you, banjo lady? Yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing new. I know, Val. It was so funny because when we called each other and found out, he said, I think I'm your cousin. And I looked and I said, no, dude, you're my brother. And he said he spent his whole life, he never looked like anybody. And so when we exchanged photographs through email, we looked just alike. We looked just alike. And that's the first time he's ever seen someone who looks like him. And so I need to go down there and do it. I mean, I need to get it done. Hey, Adventures with Demetrius. How are you, love? I shared a wait a minute, what a piggy thing. When was sent my heart-shaped box the same year on Valentine's Day? We need a lot just for this. We probably do, banjo lady. There's people. It's like my grandma. Everybody's got a story, Shannon. Everybody's got a story. Shannon, everybody's got a story. I bet I heard that every day of my life. Everybody's got a story. And she's right. Everybody's got a story. They really do. And they're all important. That's what you have to believe. They're all important. Everybody's story is important. I adopted my daughter and she blessed me with, listen, yes, that's, see. Love is love is love is love, right? I mean, it is. Oh, I know I don't. Maisie, I'm just very, see, you can hurt me. I'm better at this now. I'm better at this now. I've got a brother that I do know. There's a sister that passed away from cancer, for breast cancer, well, remastetized breast cancer. And they aren't like me. And I say that because I have these children that I have worked so hard on making this unit, right? This family tight, in like a cool way, forgiving, trusting, fierce. If I were to get struck by lightning tomorrow, my kids would be fine. They would all take care of each other. Even though they're spread out in 37, 36, down to 17. 20, let's see, 37, 28, 20, 17. Boom. I know that my oldest daughter and my 2 oldest daughters would be mother figures. I know these things would happen. I worked very hard to do that because I didn't have that as a kid. So when I would call them, my dad was sick one time and I called my brother and I was like, how is he? He went, what? He didn't even know my dad was in the hospital. He had no clue. He lives there. And that's just not the way I was. That's not the way I did things. And so I got to see real quick where they got it from. Because, like I said, my dad would call me twice a year, Christmas and my birthday. And both times he'd say, "Oh, yeah, I sent your present." Well, guess what? It ain't never showed up. I'm 54. Where the fuck is it? It ain't showed up yet. So you begin to, as a child, just even, you didn't even want to get the phone calls. I'd get to where I didn't answer the phone. I didn't want to hear it. Oh, yeah, I sent your present. Sure you did. So I won't like that. And so I distanced myself from them, especially after when my sister died. I was like, fuck it. I don't need it. And so, well, I have this other brother pop up, and I'm like, I got to devote myself. I don't have to. I want to devote myself and have a brother that I actually like. But I don't know. We'll see. It'll happen. Duchess, hello. How are you? Yeah, Autumn. It came back in her. It came back in her brain, bones, liver, lungs. I think that's it. So, and actually, I mean, that's a long story behind that too, and I'm just not getting it. This ain't damn. This sounds like this feel. Hold on, let me do like this. This would be like therapy. Throw my hands up, throw my feet up, and discuss. I've had some experiences in my life that did make me who I am, good, bad, or worse. That make me who I am. I'm very takes a minute to get to know me. It takes a minute. It takes a minute. I'll let you in. It's going to be on my pace, though. My world feels less safe without my sister. Well, mom spent the last year of her life mad at me. I mean, she spent the last year of her life mad at me because the first time she had cancer, my dad would take her every single treatment, and she would start at the end saying that she wasn't going to go, and then he would get all upset, and he would call me and tell me to call her, and then I would call her, and she'd get mad at me, but then he was in the clear. He'd throw me under the bus. It was okay if she was mad at me, just as long as she wasn't mad at him, but he'd call me, "You got to talk to him, you got to talk to him, you got to talk to him." And I did. And I said, when I told her, "You get in that fucking car and you go to that treatment and you shut the fuck up. I know you don't want to go. I get it. Don't do this to my, he ain't done nothing." She'd get mad at me. She'd get in the fucking car and go. And so, see, I'm like the mother to her. She was the one that, my dad would call me to call her when she was doing shit that she shouldn't be doing. I think we're like 8 years. We were 8 years apart. I was 8 years older than her. But she would be mad at him, though. She'd be mad at me. And that was okay with that. He was willing to do that. He was willing to have her mad at me. So she wasn't mad at him. I'm telling you, man, he ain't got no nuts. But I mean, whatever. It is, right, girl. It really, really is. I mean, there's people that got worse stories. There's people, here you go. Everybody's got a story, Shannon. Everybody's got a story. You don't know her story, Shannon. You don't know his story. Everybody's got a story. Okay, Grandma. I get it. And then I'll turn around and say the same thing same thing to my kids now. Everybody's got a story. You don't know what's going on. Having breast cancer was leaving my kids behind. Their dad was a chronic alcoholic. Oh, that's had to pack. Twin thing, that's I cannot imagine people that have had to make those plans, that have had to, in case. I can understand resilience and just absolute determination, and it turning out okay. It turns out for people. I can't imagine having to make those decisions on what's going to happen, and it be it. Hello, Aiden. How are you, honey? I know I'm doing a little therapy. I'm doing therapy. Y'all are all my therapist, which is sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, I didn't speak to my sister Vicky for 7 years until she stole a check from my mom's checkbook. Oh, Sassy Sarah. Sassy Sarah is so funny, y'all. Oh my God. Sassy Sarah is a one-woman show. I love her. I love Curious. I don't know where Hope is. Um, I'm doing really good, Aiden. I really am. We're going over what we're going to do in the next couple. We're going to finish our book, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. We're going to start another book. I don't know which one yet. We're going to cover the Lori Vallow trial. Hello, Muhammad. Where are you from? I am from Virginia in the United States. Maybe so, girl. Maybe they do. I don't know. I just think if I've been through it, odds are somebody else has. You know? Or worse. We can all learn from each other. That's another thing Grandma says. You can learn from anybody. I used to say, oh, she's so stupid. You can learn from anybody, Shannon. Okay, thank you, Grandma. My grandma is so sweet and so nice. Hardly a bad word comes out of her mouth. She's 101. And I think the strongest word I've ever heard her say was shit. And I don't think it was the whole word shit. I think it was that. I think that was it. I love my parents and I miss them. I wish I could get them on. See, Beth, and that's why I went shopping last Monday with my mother and my 101-year-old grandmother. And I realize how lucky I am. I realize how many people really miss their grandparents or their parents. I am lucky enough that I have my grandmother still, and she is of sound mind and body. I would try to keep up with her just in case she fell or something. I don't know. And if I turned my head to look at something, she was gone. Grandma gone. All through Gabe's and then Hobby Lobby, and then she wanted to go to Arby's. And she just cracks me up. That woman's always cracked me up. You get around her, when I get around her, I think she centers me. That's what I'll miss when she's gone. If I'm out of combobulation, if I'm and I'm having, if I'm confused about anything, I'll go talk to her. She settles me down, reminds me what's important, and reminds me that I'm worth everything that I have that's good, that I'm worth it. When she goes, I don't know who's going to do that. I don't know. But right now, it's her. Yeah, mine is the glue too. She's like, I'm telling you, she's my queen. My queen. I had two queens, Queen Elizabeth and my grandma. And now I only got one. But yeah, she reminds me. And age does things that she was saying this, things that upset you today, Shannon, tomorrow you are not going to think twice about. Just calm down. It ain't that important. And I'll be like, but, it ain't go tomorrow. You ain't gonna worry with it. And I wouldn't understand what she meant. And she was right. She didn't mean actually the next day, but she meant, down the line, what? I was worried about that. Nah, that ain't nothing to be worried about. My mom, not so much. My mom's not like my grandmother. She's not so settling. I don't think she won't be able to be my little my little Buddha. No, not my mom. I'm really gonna be lost. Ain't gonna be good. Oh, Rachel, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Well, my grandmother has decided she wants to live another year because she likes getting presents. I shit you not. Hand to God. Hand to God. I think I'm gonna go on and live another year because I really like getting presents. So she got let's see, Christmas Day, and then her birthday is the 18th. Nope, 21st. And so she decided that she would like to get presents and she would live another year. I said, well, thank you, Grandma. Okay. We told her she had a big party at 90, right? And then we didn't have another big party till 100. And then at 101, well, every year we got to blow it out, you know. She didn't shoot any tequila. This one, dimple duck. A couple of about, oh my goodness, was it 10 years ago or so? Around in there, 10 or 15 years ago, we had Easter at my aunt's, and my grandma does. And my Aunt Jane had like Patron tequila and regular tequila, and Grandma's like, I don't understand why you have to have two. And Jane was like, well, because this one's better. You know, the Patron is better. She said, here, Mom, I'll show you. And so she poured her a shot of Patron. And she poured her a shot of, I don't even remember what the name was. And my grandma took the tequila shot. Oh, thank you, Rachel. She took I love you, Ziggles. She took the tequila shot, and then she took the second tequila shot of the cheap shit. And then she started drinking wine. So my grandmother. See, Peggy, my mother was very like that. My mother was like that. My mother was like that. Very cold. Very. I don't think. She'll hug me if she thinks I'm gonna die. But she like if I'm getting ready to go into surgery, she'll hug me. She hugged me before I went on this trip. You know, if she thinks I'm gonna die, if there's a chance I might die, she'll hug me. But it ain't gonna be no more than that. And I'm the exact opposite with my children. I hug them to death. They probably just can't stand it, but I don't care. I hug them to death. And then grandchildren, I just have their faces in my hands. I don't care. Well, she wasn't drunk. That's the thing about Grandma. She wasn't drunk. I don't know why, but she did 2 shots. Oh yes, she did. You lost your mom. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's hard. Like I said, I'm just so very lucky to still have her. And I try to just absorb everything I can that comes out. I mean, I can remember every piece of advice that I think she's ever given me. And it was all right. She was always right. She's never been wrong. If it turned out wrong, it's because I didn't execute it properly. if it did turn out wrong, it was because I didn't execute it as instructed. So it was never her fault. Hey Scott, how are you? How is everybody that's coming in? I'm sorry if I'm missing you, Mom. Still drinking 5:30 every day. Listen, there's something to be said for it. I'm not a big drinker. I used to be. Hey, Miss America. Before my Grammy died, we all had an Xmas party and she tried Fireball. That's what I mean. See, that's what, I hope I'm just like her. I hope I'm just like her. I'm a grandmother now. And though my oldest grandson is 14, he really hasn't had a lot of like earth shattering things go on that he's come to his grandma about. And then I got, my 10-year-old and my 9-year-old grandsons. Oh, no relation. We do look alike, though. I saw it in that picture. I'm like, Lord, we look alike. But no, just best friends. She's sick as a dog. She's got strep. And she's recovering. Hey, Jack's mom. You sweat Fireball? Listen, when I get that, y'all, I don't know if y'all have been here on that on those nights. So that one night that I broke out to Fireball, I might do it again. You don't know, me and my mom don't get along, can't even talk. Scott, and I would say that was the way me and my mom were. It's very strange because she's had to come back here, and hey, Destiny, she has Parkinson's and whatnot, and so she's here, so I can take care of her. And let me tell you, it's brought up a lot of emotions. It's brought up a lot of emotions. It really has. That I've had to that I just have to deal with, or what. I can't take it out on her. I could, but that's not going to help anything. So yeah, I've been going through a lot of having to eat my feelings, and not a. I've had to swallow a lot of feelings and a lot of things that I want to say, and a lot of you didn't do this and you didn't do that. Why should I? That's not the way life is. That's not the way life is. My grandpa had that. He always kept his pants in his pockets. Well, she doesn't. Okay, so hers, thankfully, isn't a lot of tremors or anything like that. The balance. She has a problem with her balance, and if she starts going one way or the other, um, she can't catch herself. Sometimes she can, but so the type, and she's on this I can't remember what drug it is, but she has to take it 3 times a day. She takes one tablet 3 times a day. It can go up to 3 tablets, but she's never had to be bumped up. So she's still doing, after 2 years, the one 3 times a day. She still drives, still can do all that. She's still of sound mind. It's just like she just, you know, it's I don't know. She just can't do some things, and then she's had some like physical, like back surgeries and stuff like that. Oh Lord, Myriad, why? You better not follow him. Let him follow you. He want to see your boobies. He doesn't want to see your boobies. No, no, no. Anyway, it is what it is. My mom passed of dementia. Now, see, Dimple Duck, that's a thing I'm scared of. And every time we go, she has taken, there's kind of like a little just general test movements and whatever, and she's passed it every time. So my mom fell a few times. Yeah, freeze. Yeah, that's what happens to my mom. She freezes up, and at points at times. My mom got diagnosed after a back surgery, and the physical therapist saw the way she was walking, and said that she thought she had it, and she did. Brooke, I don't want to bore y'all with it. I mean, I'm going on and on. So the physical therapist is the one that pointed out she did have it. So anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I'm a friend with Parkinson's, and I think she takes. Yeah, I'd have to go. The name of this drug, Beth, is so long, and when the neurologist says the name of it's like it's so long. But it might be that I don't. I'll have to go look. I don't know. And then I mean, it's just a thing. It's what you got to do. Listen, it's my mom. She would do it for me, and I've got to do it for her. And there you go. And that's what happens. And so what? So what? It could be worse. Could be me. Could be worse. I don't know. Well, I asked our girl. It's not hereditary. Wait a minute. Dementia is. Is that hereditary? Parkinson's is not. Dementia could be, but my grandma doesn't have it, and I damn well bet know my mom better not get it. My grandma can remember, you don't even know. She can tell you stories about the way things were before phones and TVs and radios. Where, yeah, that's not hereditary, because that's the first thing I asked Sour Girl When I went to the doctor with my mom, I needed to know, is this on my horizon? And they said, oh, no, no, no. And I'm like, all right, well, oh, the early kind is, Alan, don't tell me that. Alan, I'm going to block you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I pray I go first. She caused me so much hurt. Well, Jack's mom, here's the thing. You know, everybody say, oh, life's too short. Life's too short. It's really not. It's quite long. But at 54, I feel like it's all flown by really fast. And I know they asked George Bush one time. They asked George Bush one time if he thought he was a good president, and he said, "Only time will tell. History will tell if I was or not." That's the kind of way you are when you're a mother. My mama didn't know who she was before she. Oh, see, Sarah, I hope that doesn't happen. Am I a good mother? Well, we won't know until I'm gone. And how much they miss me, I guess. I don't know. 18 years. Oh, Jack's mom, I'm sorry. I feel for. I mean, listen, Jack. I know I know what you're going through. Trust me, I know you're going through. My son got the best years with my mom. Oh, I joke with him. And see, all of my children have gotten, but meaning the 20-year-old, the 17-year-old, maybe not as much with my two older ones. I'll say this. There's probably not one person on this earth I love more than I love my grandma. Take that as you will. There's probably not anyone on earth that I love more than my grandma. And thank God I had her, because my childhood would have been much different had it not had her. That's all I'll say about that. I think y'all gonna make me depressed, and I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Don't make me flip the hair. Now, we've been live for an hour and 19 minutes. So let's go back over some things. One, starting the Lori Vallow trial tomorrow, but tomorrow will just be juries selecting the jury. So don't expect anything tomorrow in the way of me popping live, because unless they start it tomorrow, I don't think they're going to. They're just going to select the jury. That usually takes a day or two. Next week, we're going to finish up Truman Capote in Cold Blood. We're going to pick another book. Sometime we're going to have the Thelma Todd Saturday Murder Mysteries, Accident, Suicide, or Murder. That's going to be a good one. That's coming. Maybe not this Saturday, but absolutely next Saturday. I have to look at the dates. And then we're going to go over, just for fun, shits and giggles, the Duke and Duchess of Windsor and why they were complete bastards. Just for fun. Yes, baby. What is it, Earth? I'm going to watch the film. I've seen the film Sour Girl, but it's been so much time since I'm going to rewatch it when I finish the book. And I'm finishing this book tomorrow. You watch. I read so much of this book yesterday. I'm finishing it by tomorrow. It's going to be done. I'm waiting for Earth. Accident, suicide, or murder. I know. And I put it, Laura Lee, with old Hollywood crimes. So, complete bastards. I'm telling you why they're going to be complete bastards. Peggy, thank you so much for the super chat. Diamonds, I think she left. Diamond Cutter. Y'all don't even know how much I appreciate that. You don't know. I really do. Earth, what is your question? I'm going to cut out of here, get ready for Jenny Jen Jen in about 20 minutes. And uh, Commander, you have a great night and you have a safe day tomorrow. Everybody stay safe. Good night, Sour Girl. I love you. Yeah, I'm going to do this one, Pammy, but I know that one starts too. Yeah, because I can just do one. I picked this one. So whoever, I hope somebody's going to do that one. I'm sure they are. What do you think about the girl that shot her husband on Facebook? A few look above. I think people have lost their damn mind. Hold on, Earth. I can't see it. Can I ask you something? I don't see it, Earth. How do you put up with me? I love you. I love all of y'all. I want y'all to be very safe. I'm glad everybody, I hope, people that were in line of those storms, thank God you're here. I think some more coming Tuesday night. So get ready for that. We'll go pray for each other and we'll see each other soon. I appreciate all of you, really. I really do. Thank y'all for showing up. When I don't come on live, it makes y'all miss me. And then y'all come in. There's a method to my madness. See? That's why I don't cook a lot. So when I do cook, they really love it. So I cook all the time. No, bless you, bless y'all. I love you all. I'll see you very soon. And be safe. All right, I'll see you for the trial. I was just gonna shut the thing. I lost my mind.